It's 25 minutes, moving up to 10 o'clock. Welcome to Talking Point this morning. I'm your host, Kaywana Fontaine-Wilson. It's the 10th day of February 2023. We welcome you to another Talking Point right here on your nation station, DBS Radio. And today we are going to speak or create some awareness and excitement about Bouyon Day, observed on Valentine's Day next week, Tuesday, the 14th of February. So we will be discussing For the Love of Bouyon, an event spearheaded by the DBS Radio national broadcaster on that day. It's a grand event. It's a grand day itself, very exciting. And we are here to raise some awareness about the event. And joining me this morning is Mr. James Rodney, Sales and Marketing Officer at DBS Radio. We are live on Facebook and all other frequencies. And also, we would like to welcome you to be part of our discussion this morning. You can call in to ask questions and find out more about this event on Mardi Gras, the Tuesday before Carnival, Monday and Tuesday. So stay with us. Talking Point is brought to you compliments Flo Dominica Limited. Stay tuned.
We now watch phone bill. No That's way. With the contract is a sure thing. How with the new flow plan name? Hybrid. If you don't know about it, then you better slide in. How we live? Hybrid life. Living on the hybrid life. What you feeling? Hybrid life. Living on the hybrid life. Jump in on the hybrid life. Living on the hybrid life. What you feeling? Hybrid life. Living on the hybrid life.
With Flow's new hybrid plan, postpaid and prepaid come together as one, with no overages, no contract, no deposit, and no catch.
Hybrid.
Bundle up now and get 30 gigabytes of data and unlimited phone calls for only $55 per month, plus a discounted smartphone.
You see the new phone plan that Flow made? You could turn postpaid to prepaid.
Fast just got faster. Sign up for any broadband plan or bundle on Dominica's fastest network. Enjoy up to 500 megabytes of speeds. Plus, get a free Samsung Galaxy tablet. Yes, a free Samsung Galaxy tablet. Flow terms and conditions apply.
Welcome to the new Flow Business, your trusted technology and communications partner. We're here to provide you with lightning-fast broadband and data-rich mobile services, like our advanced package, which offers broadband speeds of up to 250 megabits per second and 80 gigabytes of mobile data for just EC $290. At Flow Business, we're excited to provide you with the reliable connectivity and digital tools your business needs to succeed. To find out more about what we have in store, visit us at flowbusiness.co/Dominica or call 1-800-744-0222.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. It's 20 minutes moving up to 10 o'clock. And once again, welcome to Talking Points for the love of Bouyon. And that is what we're going to be discussing this morning on Talking Point as DBS Radio spearheads the grand event on Tuesday, the 14th day of February, on Valentine's Day. Joining me this morning to help speak on that event and help promote the event, DBS's event, James Rodney, Sales and Marketing Officer at DBS Radio. Good morning to you, James.
Good morning, Kaywana. Good morning to the listeners of DBS Radio, and good morning to our viewing us live on the DBS Facebook page. It's Friday, TGIF, and we are thankful to be here this morning.
Okay, James, I'm tempted to play us a Bouyon song, a Bouyon.
Well, you should, you know, let's get the mood.
Yes,
man.
Let's get into that mood and run the track.
For sure.
All right, this is Talking Point. Stay tuned. All right, this one there, as we get set to discuss our grand event on Valentine's Day. James, once again, welcome. And we are here to speak about For the Love of Bouyon. DBS Radio spearheading this event on Tuesday coming.
Yes. Bouyon Day is being observed traditionally the Tuesday before Carnival. Ideally, it just happened that the Tuesday before Carnival this year, 2023, is also Valentine's Day. So we're doing our own little Bouyon twist, quote unquote Bouyon, as we are celebrating Bouyon music, the genre Bouyon music. And we're saying that we're going to be observing the day, celebrating Bouyon Day under the theme For the Love of Bouyon. And essentially what it is, we're going to be using that day to highlight, to promote, to educate, and to basically entertain the masses and to get everybody more in tune, in love, and take ownership of the Bouyon genre. Because Bouyon is Dominicans' own.
Okay.
No matter what people say, no matter how many people will try to say otherwise or give it some other meaning or connotate it with some other affiliation, Bouyon is originated and authentic to Dominica.
I mean, we will leave some of the in-depth or discussion about Bouyon to the pioneers and all of that. But what we are here for today, ideally, is to speak on this grand event that DBS is spearheading on the 14th.
Yes.
Tell us a bit more about how did we get into this whole idea of spearheading the Bouyon event on Tuesday?
Well, I think I can start off by letting the listeners and our viewers understand that from the inception of the idea of a Bouyon Day, DBS has been part and parcel of it from day one. I can recall our now manager, Mr. Cecil Joseph, and then DFC events coordinator, Mr. Val Coffey, had that discussion on the idea of establishing a Bouyon Day to observe the genre and the bands in that genre as well.
Okay.
And the whole idea of the Bouyon Day came about, and this year would mark the 9th year that Bouyon Day would have been in existence.
Right.
For the past 2 years, we know of the pandemic, which did not allow for the Bouyon Day to have been observed on the magnitude that we would have liked it to be. But DBS continued to spearhead and trailblaze and to observe to ensure that Bouyon still had the relevance on its day that it was marked for. And we did a series of interviews, a series of programs to highlight the Bouyon and the day that it is meant to be observed for. So this year, we had a few discussions with a few stakeholders, primarily Discover Dominica. We had the discussions with WCK and some of the other rising stars in the Bouyon industry, to sensitize them, to let them understand, like, hey, this is the first year after the pandemic. We need to do something. We need to ensure that Bouyon Day is recognized in a special way. And DFC, DDA, I don't want to say last minute, but at the critical juncture in its preparations, felt that they wanted to hand over to DBS, understanding our role, understanding our importance in putting Bouyon music and the genre out there for the population, that they felt that they had the confidence in us to be able to put this thing together, to observe it and to make it big in a special way for the genre this year.
Okay.
So that's how DBS has been part of this thing for this year. And to make no mistake, that DBS has been a critical component in the publicity, in the awareness, in the promotion of the Bouyon music from its inception.
So let us get right into it, James. What do we expect on Valentine's Day? How are we going to marry these two events, Valentine's Day and Bouyon Day?
Well, I would say that if we are looking at what the Bouyon has been over the past years, it has truly trended to be one of our more infectious rhythms over the years, and has really become sort of the staple music, I would say, for our carnival celebrations.
Correct.
And when you look at carnival, when you look at the videos, you look at the highlights, and you see the true camaraderie, the togetherness of people enjoying themselves in the streets for the carnival season at events, and you see the reaction of them when they hear the Bouyon music, that can only be defined by the love, by love for the genre.
Right.
And when we say for the love of Bouyon, that is what we're talking about. When you see somebody literally under the stage, listening and feeling the Bouyon rhythm and crying,
right?
That is what we're talking
when
about.
We see a couple crochet, and we say in our local parlance.
That's right.
When we see two people, dancing to the sounds of Bouyon.
Right, and it's important to let people know these things, because people tend to think like, oh well, it's only Michael Jackson that can make people cry and faint. But me being part of a band and going out there and seeing what the Bouyon does to people, I can tell you we have a significant impact when it comes to the genre, and we have to understand that, and we have to appreciate that. And the marrying of the love and the Bouyon, that is where it comes from, to truly show the appreciation for the music. So the term for the love of Bouyon, that is what DBS will be highlighting throughout the course of the day.
So that's our tagline.
Yes.
For the love of
Bouyon.
Bouyon. And we're doing it for the love of Bouyon, because we are excited about our own genre.
That's correct.
And as I said, we will leave most of the in-depth discussion and debate.
Right.
Because there's a lot to debate about Bouyon.
Yeah.
And we know we have seen Bouyon evolve over the years. And if we would want to continue preserving that genre of music, I think we need to discuss in depth about where do we go from here.
Right.
But today we are discussing for the love of Bouyon. We love it. We're going to celebrate it.
That's correct.
And that's on Tuesday. So what should the public expect, James, on Tuesday?
On Tuesday, you're going to expect DBS essentially taking the programming from the studio to the Windsor Park forecourt on Tuesday from 10 a.m. So you will see the likes of Kimara Ito being in the forecourt, on the stage at the forecourt, giving her program the term Mardi Gras.
Okay.
I get it correct, Kaywana?
Yes, you
All right,
did.
Good.
Mardi Gras.
All right, Mardi Gras. Some of you would probably know that she does the Saturday version known as Samedi Gras. So because Bouyon Day is on a Tuesday, we are going to be calling that episode the Mardi Gras. And it will be hosted by Kimara, all part of the Bouyon Day experience.
I mean, also what Kimara produced
right.
On Samedi Gras in the studios.
Right.
So can you imagine if she's out of the studio?
Just imagine when she have more space, it's more lovely.
More vavoom.
Yeah, and that is what Bouyon does too. It gives you that freedom, that expression to really enjoy yourself and to enjoy the music that you're listening to. And then on that program, we're going to have the likes of Colin XP, who is the Bouyon queen. We cannot deny that.
Right?
We cannot dispute that. And then we just cannot observe the day without having her involved. So Colin XP will be a feature on Mardi Gras with Kimara. And as well, we have somebody who is not too far behind on the Bouyon scene with Stasha.
Right.
Stasha has this very, 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 very,
my man.
Intriguing and nerve-wracking hit,
right?
My Man. Well, I shouldn't be saying that, but yeah. But song by Stasha, she'll be also be making a special appearance on that show as well, to kick off the start of the programming
right.
By DBS for Bouyon Day.
So after that, we should be having which other program?
After that, we'll be having you.
Right. So we're not gonna dub it Experience Creole on Tuesday.
Right.
We're gonna dub it Experience Bouyon.
Right. Oh, well, there you go.
Right. So we're gonna be experiencing Bouyon
Right.
During this time.
Yes.
On Tuesday at the stadium.
Right. That's correct.
So we will be having the likes of Ra.
Yes.
The pioneer
of course
of Bouyon music.
Yes,
in Dominica.
and Ra, I think it is no debate where we can say Ra is the godfather of the Bouyon music. I mean, again, all of us will have our different
That's correct.
interpretations of it and so, but Ra has made a long lasting contribution
Impact.
to the genre, and that will never be forgotten.
That's correct.
You know, so again, you cannot have the day without recognizing the godfather of the Bouyon genre, which is Derek Ra Peters, who have blessed us and graced us with hits over the years.
That's correct.
You know, so
Because I spoke to Ra and I'm asking Ra, what are some of the songs you think we can highlight or we could use on that during, our
Yes.
time? And Ra was like, I don't even know. I have so many of them,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So if you research Bouyon music, wherever it is, James, Ra's name is going to pop up.
yeah, for sure, definitely.
So it was fitting that we would have, Ra
Yeah.
as part of our experience on Tuesday.
Well, some of my favorite songs, and you could probably write
it's
that
right there.
down
It's
for
what-
you
which
for you
one?
to play.
Which one?
Some of my favorites are "Set My People Free."
Okay, I have it there. I have it there. We can drop it, if you want.
What we should. We
Okay.
should. It's all about Bouyon.
We can drop it.
Yes.
And we're going to drop it right now.
Hey yo, this one is for all those abundance. Are you with me? Yo, coming at you. Yo, my people.
You know the words to that one, James?
So I want to sing.
No.
Oh.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, I know some.
All right. So we'll talk about the lyrics in a while.
Well, take all the shackles off your mind and your body. Let's go. Yo, boy.
This is Talking Point with a little twist for the love of Bouyon.
Hear me now.
And
Lord have mercy.
we're just informing the public about DBS Radio spearheading for the love of Bouyon, an event on Tuesday, the 14th day of February.
For the slave master. Get the saki now we blow. They best build them strong seed. And sweat them tears and blood money.
When will they ever learn?
When will they ever?
James, where were you when that song dropped? Where were you?
I was on Piper Step.
Looking on.
Yes. I was still kind of young,
Uh-huh.
so I didn't really see myself being in the thick of the crowd. So I was on Piper Step when that song.
And you remember the crowds.
I remember.
I remember the bump
Of course.
on that.
Of course.
Wow.
Of
It just
course.
I'm shivering.
Of course.
I'm shivering right
No,
now.
no. The first thing that came from that was the rhythm. The rhythm, which will come a little later down in the song.
Uh-huh.
That is what started. And
Let me know when. Let me know when.
Yeah. Right, and then everybody was like, "Hey,
Oh,
hey!"
okay.
And that was it.
It.
That was it. Gone clear after that. I tell
Wow,
you, gone
wow.
clear. And that's what the music does.
Mm-hmm.
And in terms of the lyrics,
I
set
mean,
my
we can
people
e-
free.
yes.
Set my people free. It can't get any
Any
simpler
clearer
than
than
that.
that, yeah.
Set my people free.
Right.
So
I mean, and that's the whole thing about Carnival.
right.
Why we celebrate,
Yes.
why we revel in the streets.
Right.
And that is so fitting. I mean, and that's why it's important, to when you speak about lyrics.
Mhm.
What do we get from that, James? We learn something from it.
Yeah, you
right?
do, you
Okay,
do,
so the
you
debate on
do.
lyrics we shall not
You're right.
we shall not start here. It's a
Right,
whole
right.
different debate.
Yes.
All right, but definitely Ra has played a huge role in our Bouyon music. So he'll be
Yes.
featured on Experience Bouyon
You're right.
on Tuesday, and also we're looking at the first serenade.
Yes. First serenade.
Yes,
serenade
the
band,
first
of
serenade,
course.
another pioneer.
Yes.
And
I grew up.
trailblazer of
I
Bouyon
grew up.
music.
I grew up on serenade as well. And I can remember the quote-unquote rivalry
between
between Serenade
and
WCK.
You know? So rivalry in this whole thing is nothing new.
Yeah. You know, so it was all fun. You know, back then everybody used to test whose song system was better, which one was louder, which bass can break gas, and those type of things. So it was a healthy vibe, you know.
That is
and
nice.
that was what it was all about, you know. So we're going to be featuring for Serenade as well,
right?
Because they themselves have also been one of the stalwarts, you know, the trailblazers in Bouyon music. You know, hailing from the community of Point Michelle, you know.
Right.
So we can't forget that, you know, you have to big up the guys like Eric Badwill, you know, Roy, Carlton Winston, Lloydie, you know, and Archie, of course, may his soul rest in peace. But he has also been one of the more instrumental people, you know, behind the scenes for Bouyon music as well.
You remember this one, James? Of course you do. The first Serenade, this one called Chicken Rhythm. Remember the dance?
Yeah, I remember it.
So they will be featured as well on that segment, Experience Bouyon.
Yeah.
So we should have the likes of Lloydie.
Oh.
New generation Serenade.
Yeah, the most energetic man on earth.
Yes, and Carlton, of course.
And he has earned the nickname Madman Lloydie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You know, so nobody has energy like this one.
Oh, my.
In the morning, man.
Shout out to Roy.
Yeah.
Or is he in St. Martin? Is he still based in St. Martin?
That's where I remember him last.
That's right. Want to say hi to Roy as well.
Yeah, man.
So what's happening after Experience Quill?
After
Experience Bouyon.
After Experience Bouyon, we will be continuing the DBS programming in the Bouyon Day style with Drive Time.
Right.
And we'll be with DJ Halo Boy. You know, shout out to DJ Halo Boy, you know, on DBS Radio.
Yeah.
So we'll be having that program, and there now we'll be highlighting the rising stars of Bouyon. You know, the likes of Erwin Chi, the likes of the INC crew. You know, of there's another one. I can't remember his name right now, but he's very popular on the Bouyon scene as well. And we'll be also highlighting the Junior Bouyon Monarchs.
Yes,
you know,
right.
Last Friday there was the Junior Bouyon Monarch competition for the first time, and it was very well received.
Right.
You know, so this is what we talk about, that even long after our time, that the Bouyon genre can continue to live on and grow, you know, and evolve over time, and DBS Radio is also part of that movement.
That's correct.
So we are making the opportunity available, the avenue for the young ones to also showcase what it is that they bring to the table as it relates to Bouyon.
Right. So for the love of Bouyon, we are bringing the old school
for sure
and the new school together.
Yes.
All for the love of Bouyon.
Right. And if you look at Bouyon in its true sense, is like everything in one pot.
That's
you know?
correct.
So
I was told the name Bouyon, right, originated from a Caribbean dish called Bouyon.
Right.
Meaning a soup.
Right.
So everything in one.
Yeah.
Everything just, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mélange.
Yeah, right. And that's what the genre really started to come about as well. You know, with the key people, you know, experimenting with different songs, different tones, you know, and different other elements of the music, and really just fusing it together to create that unique sound. You would find that the pace, the tempo is a bit faster in most cases. You would find certain tones are different from what you would hear from other genres, you know, and just a particular style. You know, it's a very unique style, and it's not everybody that can catch that style. That is why it's so important and authentic to Dominica.
Right.
Because, again, being part of the industry and part of a band myself, seeing the reactions over the world of other artists, bands that look on to Bouyon bands or artists performing, they are truly in amazement.
Well, they have looked on and they are right now experimenting.
That's it.
With Bouyon.
Right.
So we can hear some of the little somethings of Bouyon in their own genre
exactly.
of music.
And that's what has to trigger us here now to understand that we have something that's important.
Unique.
It's unique and it's catching on, and others want it as well. So we have to embrace it, and that's what the love is also
That's
about.
what DBS is doing.
Yeah, you have to show the love for what is yours. You know, there's no way you're going to have a girlfriend, a wife. You say you love your girlfriend or your wife, but everybody else outside love the wife or the girlfriend more than you.
Right.
That can't happen.
Right.
You know, so you have to embrace what is yours. Again, the Bouyon music is authentic to Dominica. All right? And the bands that we have producing Bouyon music now, let me tell you, is a talented bunch of guys.
That's right. So we have the likes of
Signal, we have the likes of Triple K, still WCK, still Serenade.
Right.
You know, we have the INC crew, we have Ridge. It takes a lot to put Bouyon music together.
We say bands, but also artists.
Asa
Band, the Bouyon boss, of course. How can we forget
It takes
Asa
a lot to put Bouyon music together.
James, you have a caller?
Yes.
Good morning. This is Talking Point for the love of Bouyon. Welcome.
Good morning.
Hi.
Fontaine-Wilson.
Hi. I'm fine, thank you. As a familiar voice.
Nice vibes. Someone here?
Yes, you are.
All right. So, yes, I was just saying I'm listening. Nice vibes. I'm really calling to...
Ivona John Baptist, Luge.
Yeah, really calling to some great authority, on this to really appreciate and recognize what DBS is doing. It's really remarkable. Kaywana, you would have known that. You would know, in fact, that DBS has many Bouyon bands who make their mark. Way back when, in particular, when the national broadcaster was the only radio station of Ireland. So when the idea was born to set a day aside for Bouyon, we ran with it. I think there was a particular year we went to the river bank, which is now known as the Riverside Promenade.
Okay.
I think we had a jam there as well, to use a local expression. But also we recognized several bands and artists. So it's really a sense of pride that we crank up the engine again and recognize the genre, which really continues to make a significant contribution to our musical landscape. So good vibes from you and James. I'm listening. We are heading to the forecourt.
Oh, yes.
It's Tuesday. I myself plan to enjoy the vibes,
So will you be experiencing the Bouyon with us? On experience Bouyon.
But yes. At least until 7 o'clock. It's also Valentine's Day. So it's really a big affair. Because sitting songs will move many people. So let's go with it. And we call on many people to really converge at the forecourt of the Windsor Park Stadium and really enjoy the vibes on your day. For the love of Bouyon.
Nice. Thank you, Ivone. Thank you for your contribution. Program director here at DBS Radio, making her contribution and giving, adding her voice to the fact that DBS Radio has been part of this thing from the inception. Right, James?
Yes. And that's very important too, yes. And as she rightly said, that one of the first events to really mark the Bouyon Day did take place at the riverbank. 9 years ago, and that's where it really started. And I remember that day too. I remember that day very clearly, and and that's what it was. It brought people together, for one common purpose, is to highlight the genre and to make people embrace the genre and to enjoy the music that is produced.
That's right.
And DBS is a trailblazer for that. And anybody who wants to debate that, well, they can debate it, but it's a fact. And DBS is really not even so much doing it for DBS per se, because we have a responsibility to educate, entertain, and inform. And the entertainment factor of our responsibility is to the music.
Right.
And if we're going to be playing and promoting other music, definitely we have to be able to play and promote what is originating in Dominica.
We have another caller, James. Good
Yes.
morning. This is Talking Point for the love of Bouyon.
Yes, good morning, the fireman touching base.
Hey.
Good morning to the guests and good morning to the host.
Thank you,
Right.
sir. Good morning to you.
Now, let me tell you something now. I always boast in my program, as the brother say, I love what the brother say, and I love all who fucking is right thing. Because why? I tell them right now in the Caribbean, it have reggae music belongs to Jamaica, it have soca music belongs to Trinidad, and we have Bouyon belongs to Dominica, which fireman say, Rivernica. You know what I'm saying? And this is a great music. But let me tell you something. Right now, I'm in St. Martin there right now. And yesterday, there was a tourist bus, a big, long, they call it a taxi bus or a party bus, right? A big, long bus. Party is a whole heap of white people from all over the place. And you know what song was playing? That brother, although he's a fella, he dissed the boy. They have his little talent, but he dissed the boy. I think Suki, something like that. The other song playing of Suki.
Suki Burnbrain.
And the crowd, repeat?
Suki Burnbrain.
Suki Burnbrain. And my sister and my brother, that song was banging, and I tell you, the people that was enjoying. So I realized that we have a good culture, but maybe the kind of lyrics to put in this song might be a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we had a Bouyon competition, a little youth man win, and the man say, bring back the Bouyon, and I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And this and all that again, you see brother Wap, they call him Rapiter.
Yes,
we
yes.
have to honor and big up that man, because that man I know for a fact is one of the man that bring out the Bouyon department.
Right.
No, we have Asa Bantam doing a great job for River when they can come to Bouyon department. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I might try coming down soon there, so I have my strong lyrics come and bust up, because Bouyon is my own. All of us have to make our money. That belongs to us. All of us have to elevate it. All of us have to promote it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So who can make it? Let's make money, because I telling you, Bouyon going to give us a little life and give us a little food. Show our country at the back. Now is our time to shine.
Mm-hmm.
We have a great country, so every one of us now have to get together and build our music, and let's bring some good quality lyrics so we can play in every household and everybody can listen to. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So great program. Fireman listening. Good morning to the William family in America. Better man, the flying head of they call Mad, and the how you call it, the John family in Canada. Mr. Manu and Mr. I call him a rude boy, but I still call him a Malcasi. You know, but anyhow, we have a great country.
Okay.
Now is our time to shine. All we're doing great things, and I love that.
Thank
Up
you.
and running. Fireman listening. Give thanks for life.
All right,
Bless
Fireman, thank you so much for your contribution this morning, all the way from St. Martin. We appreciate you. All right, so James, I mean, as we have said before, that the music, the genre, Bouyon music, has done a lot in terms of, putting Dominica's name out there.
For sure.
Bands such as the WCK started off
Yeah.
touring the world,
Right.
giving Dominica some much needed recognition.
Right.
Triple K has done very well in that
Yes.
area as well. Oh, Asa Banton, the Bouyon boss.
Right.
And other artists that are doing very well, Carlin XP
Yeah.
and so on, they have gone out there to promote, just like DBS.
Right.
When we play the music, we send the vibes out there.
Yes.
We disseminate the music so the whole world can know this is Bouyon music, this is our thing.
Right.
So we continue showing and demonstrating how we love Bouyon, how we can continue contributing to this genre of music.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct. And on February 14th, we're going to continue to do that.
Right.
As I said, it's going to be a whole day affair. So we're going to be taking the DBS programming from the studio to the forecourt, and it's going to be open to everybody. From 10 a.m., we're going to be asking everyone to come across to the forecourt to have a nice day of Bouyon. We're going to be having the vendors. We are inviting the vendors, to contact DBS Radio. As a matter of fact, there is a meeting scheduled for vendors this afternoon right here at DBS Radio from 2:30 p.m. this afternoon.
Right.
So all vendors who are listening and all vendors who are viewing, you are invited to this meeting this afternoon at 2:30 so that we can collaborate with you to ensure that the Bouyon Day experience is one that people are going to remember.
Right.
Because the idea of it is, a lot of people say, carnival season and it don't have nothing to do, and where we can go. We have people just roaming the streets. So we want to make the forecourt be alive for that day.
That's right.
So you can come to the forecourt from 10 a.m. You can have your mid-morning breakfast or your snack. You can come to the forecourt for your lunch. It's Valentine's Day. Bring the wife, bring the girlfriend.
Yes.
To the forecourt for lunch and enjoy some Bouyon music, enjoy some DBS programming.
Right.
And that's what it's all about. And we are going to be having it on the airwaves. We're going to be having it on social media. And we're going to be having it rocking through the speakers in the forecourt. So as long as you drive in the vicinity of the forecourt, you're going to be here in DBS, you're going to be here in the Bouyon, and it's just the vibe, it's just the energy, the fire of the Bouyon music, and again, showing the love for the genre.
Somebody is suggesting, is making the suggestion on the Facebook Live that the Junior Bouyon Monarch competition can be held on Bouyon Day. The competition? Oh, you mean, in the future?
Yes.
She's suggesting that the Junior Bouyon Monarch competition be held on Bouyon Day. What do you think, James?
That is a very good suggestion. And if anybody from the Leo Club is listening, because they are the organizers for the show, that is definitely something that can be looked at for even next year, because the idea of it too is to make Bouyon Day even turn to a Bouyon festival. And DBS wants to be able to develop that, to harness that, and for the Bouyon players themselves to take ownership of it and to have a grand Bouyon festival on Bouyon Day. And the inclusion of the young ones as part of it is a great idea. It's one I think that can be possible. and it's worth having the discussion about. So thanks to the
Yes,
comment
that's,
on Facebook.
Sharon Dennis Roll. Thank you so much.
Right, yeah, that's a good idea, and I believe it's one that should be taken on board. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So we were left off on DJ Hillboy.
Yes.
On the Tuesday programming, so
Right.
He will as well bring his own vibe.
Yeah.
On that day.
Yeah.
But what happens
Bouyon,
after?
The Bouyon juniors will be featured
As well?
As well
Oh, great.
during that time. Earlier on I said it was drive time, but keeping in the Bouyon vibe, I think for that day we'll dub the program Bouyon Drive. So Bouyon Drive from 4 to 5:30 with DJ Hillboy, and it's going to be all about the Bouyon on that day. And after that,
so we're having Samedi Gras to begin with.
Mardi
Gras to
yes.
begin with.
Yeah.
Thank you. And then of course we're going to the Bouyon experience.
Right.
Or experience Bouyon.
Yeah.
And then we're going to Bouyon Drive.
Yes, that's
Right,
it. That's what it
so-
is. And then after that, we're going to get into the real vibe of the Bouyon now to culminate the day.
The most exciting.
The most exciting part of the day.
The highlights of the day.
Yes, we're going to be having the appearances by various Bouyon DJs, DJ Shy Star, DJ Real Boss. We're going to be having the stars, the young stars of Bouyon, right now in Trilogy and Rio as well. And then we're going to be having the Heavy Hitters, we're going to be having the First Serenade Band and WCK Band be part of the Bouyon Day. And we're going to be having a grand concert from 7 p.m. till midnight. And it's only going to be $20. So I know from February 14th, a lot of people are going to be coming down, to start their carnival vibes. So what better way to start it off than with Bouyon?
Well,
on Bouyon Day, as
I'm
soon as
telling
you
you.
touch the tarmac, you don't even go in home with the suitcase. You just come in and you fuck out one time.
Yeah, just get ready. You're ready.
Yeah, man, and it's just going to be vibes, and energy and all of that, And Kaywana, I want to highlight the fact that it's $20 from 7 to enjoy the concert experience. But throughout the day, you come on, you make a contribution at the door. Whatever you have in your pockets, you make a contribution at the door.
People don't pay to enter from 10.
Throughout the day, from 10 to 7, it's open.
Okay.
It's open, but what we're saying is when you come in,
can
we'll
make a
have someone you
contribution.
can make a contribution. Whatever that's in your pocket, $2, $3,
Yeah.
you will have a box, you drop it in the box. Because the idea of it is it's not a thing to really make money for DBS, but it is also to be able to give recognition to other entities, especially the bands. For the love of Bouyon, they will be there, but it's also their job.
Right.
So we want to also help to contribute to the art form and what they do, because I can tell you, to produce Bouyon music is work. It's a lot of work and a lot of thinking goes behind it, whether you like it or not. But there's a science behind what the guys do,
Whether you like it or not.
and we have to appreciate that.
Notwithstanding the name Bouyon and how it originated, everything in one pot.
Yeah.
There is a structure. There is a
course.
science to
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
So
yeah.
so as you're saying, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, there are certain tones that will be in a Bouyon, that will signature that it's a Bouyon song.
Right.
The same way, not to talk too much about that, but in soca you will know that a lot of soca songs are steel pan.
We don't even want to go
Some
there.
steel pan element would be in a soca, right?
Yes.
So similarly for the Bouyon, you would have a signature kick for a Bouyon. You would have a signature tone, especially like in the accordion, the conch shell, those signature elements there.
But we've seen how the
being
likes of
in the Bouyon,
Marshall Montano, how he incorporated the conch shell into
Right.
his recent hit.
Exactly.
And even other soca artists. Once you hear that song and I say, wait, there is some Bouyon in there.
Yeah. And
There's a signature song to it.
Right, and what you find happening is that they come now to recruit our Bouyon producers, because no matter what they try,
They cannot.
There's something that will still be missing to make it
They
have that
are
Bouyon drive.
Able to do it.
So that's what it is. So that's why we have to let people understand that. And again, DBS will be part and parcel to educate and help people understand, to embrace the music for what it is. Let's not let's not drift away from all the other stuff that surrounds it. That is sort of minimal to what the Bouyon really is meant to be for and is. You know, and we want to stick to that. And you know, that's what DBS is all about. And we're going to be promoting that, highlighting that, showing the love for that genre on Bouyon Day, February 14th. It's for all of us. It's for everybody. So we're encouraging everyone far and wide to come to the stadium forecourt on Bouyon Day, February 14th.
So James, so we're staying on track. Let's stay on track. Let's keep focused. Let us focus on Bouyon. For the love of Bouyon, we're going to be ready for Valentine's Day, Tuesday.
Yes.
To head down to the forecourt.
That's right. That's right.
To be part of DBS. We're ready.
We're ready. The rhythm bumping. We're ready.
15 minutes after 10 o'clock, this is Talking Point, and a little twist to it, a little Bouyon twist as we get set for the grand event for the love of Bouyon on Valentine's Day, Tuesday, Mardi Gras at the stadium forecourt from 10 o'clock. Programming begins from 10 o'clock. DBS will be bringing everything programming-wise down to the forecourt, James.
Yes.
So if you want to be part of the experience, because it's really an experience, you know, what we do in studio, you know. People hear us all the time. I mean, they see us now on social media. But, I mean, it's really an experience, so people can come down to the forecourt and sit and experience, if you have time, experience the likes of Kimara Ito, you know, DJ Hellboy, Experience Squayol, Experience Bouyon, and the rest, you know, come meet the staff. That's something that is another highlight as well. So we are happy to be part of such a grand event.
Yes, for sure. You know, and Kaywana, it's just the vibe, man. It's Carnival Week. You know, that is actually
it's already Carnival week.
See how quick the time.
Imagine that.
Quick the time is passing by.
So you mean the week after? Is Carnival. Jump up.
Jump up, yeah.
Wow.
Serious vibes in the streets.
Yeah.
You know, and well, that's the best way to kick it off. You know, from the Monday, we'll have the Calypso on Piper Step. That is a tradition on its own. So we're making Bouyon Day its own tradition. And as I said, the idea is coming from the celebration of Bouyon Day this year for the love of Bouyon. From Ash Wednesday, we want to be ready to start the discussions for 2024 because our idea is to make this thing a Bouyon festival on Bouyon Day. All right, and to have all the stakeholders, all the Bouyon players be part of that festival. We talk about Creole Festival in Independence Time, but we want the Bouyon Festival to be a staple for the real mass going forward. And it's really a privilege for us as DBS to be able to play our part in ensuring that this thing is achieved and the Bouyon can continue and live on for generations to come.
So you know, we are really working hard, you know, in the in the whole preparation of this event. We would like to say kudos to the manager of DBS Radio, Cecil Joseph, who saw you know, the opportunity to continue contributing to Bouyon music by taking the idea and just running with it. So we would like to give him his flowers.
For sure.
Cecil Joseph, manager of DBS Radio, and all the other staff members who have embraced the idea of DBS spearheading the event.
And I know Mr. Joseph, when it comes to that, he means well. He means well. And for those of you listening to me right now and viewing, a call out to Bouyon artists in general. You know, if you're listening to this, you can make contact with us to be part of the Bouyon Day. You know, it's open to everybody. We know we're not isolating anyone. You have a contribution to make. You are part of the genre. You can reach out to us and say, hey, I would like to be part of the event, and certainly we will make way to highlight you and to put you on to be able to promote yourself, you know, and highlight the songs that you have for the season so that people can know that you as well are part of the Bouyon family.
But I mean, the Bouyon is always, you know, James.
Of course.
So I mean, DBS is playing its part, but I mean, you as well, you can, you know, do something, find something to do. And I'm suggesting that one of the best things to do, most exciting thing to do, is to be part of this whole experience with us, DBS
of course.
Radio.
And Kaywana, who knows? I might just sing a bouyon on that day.
James, I know you are a member of the Triple K Band, and you are the sales and marketing officer at DBS Radio, but I've never seen you in that capacity.
Well, that might be the day for it.
That is the day for it. Yes,
that might be the day for it, man.
You cannot miss that that spectacle.
Yeah, I might just show up and decide, I'll do my own rendition of a bouyon song. So that's my contribution for the love of the art form. So for those of you listening, you can come to the forecourt, and James, the rising bouyon star, will be hitting the stage, to give you a hot bouyon number. So
that
you do not want to miss that.
Boy? That is something else.
Yeah, man, for sure.
We would like to say good morning, to Clifford Blackmore. Thank you so much for the support, sir, and hopefully you're in Dominica and you can be part of the experience at For the Love of Bouyon on Valentine's Day at the Stadium Forecourt, beginning at 10 o'clock. It's 20 minutes after the hour of 10. And James, what we could do, we could maybe just take a quick word from our sponsor and get right back to close off, remind people about this exciting event on Tuesday.
Yes.
Spearheaded by DBS Radio. Stay tuned. This is Talking Point, brought to you compliments Flow Dominica Limited.
How we live? Hybrid life. Living on the hybrid life. Where you feel live? Hybrid life. Living on the hybrid life. End up on time, we now watch phone bill. That's with the contract is a sure thing. How with the new floor plan name? Hybrid. If you don't know about it, then they better slide in. How we live? Hybrid life. Living on the hybrid life. Where you feel live? Hybrid life. Living on the hybrid life. Jump in the hybrid life. Living on the hybrid life. Where you feel live? Hybrid life. Living on the hybrid life.
With Flow's new hybrid plan, postpaid and prepaid come together as one, with no overages, no contract, no deposit, and no catch.
Hybrid.
Bundle up now and get 30 gigabytes of data and unlimited Flow calls for only $55 per month, plus a discounted smartphone.
You see the new phone plan that Flow made? You could turn postpaid to prepaid.
Fast just got faster. Sign up for any broadband plan or bundle on Dominica's fastest network. Enjoy up to 500 megabytes of speeds. Plus, get a free Samsung Galaxy tablet. Yes, a free Samsung Galaxy tablet. Flow terms and conditions apply.
All right, so welcome back. We have just 8 more minutes left on Talking Point this morning, and we have with us James, Sales and Marketing Officer at DBS Radio, helping us to promote and to sensitize the public about our Love of Bouyon event on Tuesday, Mardi Gras, at the Stadium Forecourt as we observe Bouyon Day 2023.
Yes, Kaywana, and I just observed the comments on the live. I think you need to take that introduction again, and so this is Talking Bouyon.
Oh.
Shout out to Jamina Fontaine.
That's my mom,
Oh, okay.
Mommy, thank you, Papa. This is Talking Bouyon. All right, Papa, Talking Bouyon, and she's so right.
Yes.
Good morning to you, Mom. Yeah, so you were saying, James?
Yes, so it's all about Bouyon Day. It's all about For the Love of Bouyon, February 14th at the Stadium Forecourt. DBS Radio, spearheading the Bouyon genre, spreading the Bouyon love, spreading the passion for the genre. On February 14th, it's Valentine's Day as well. We're going to be showing love to the genre. So we want to invite everybody to come to the forecourt and join DBS in this grand awareness and celebration and love for the Bouyon music. And it's all going to be taking place at the Stadium Forecourt. We'll be starting bang on time from 10 a.m. with Mardi Gras, with Kimara, and we're going to be having the likes of Kalin XP and Stasha and a few others. Delhi as well.
Delhi, how
will
could we
be
forget?
on that. Will be on Mardi Gras, giving their renditions and their vibe of Bouyon. The Bouyon queen. I guess we can say Stasha right now is the Bouyon princess, and Delhi is a man in his own right.
Yes,
being a part of various Bouyon bands himself and a recognized Bouyon artist.
Yeah.
So Delhi will be on Mardi Gras, and followed by Esperance Bouyon. We're going to be having the godfather of Bouyon, Derek Peters, as well as members of the First Serenade Band, and the energetic Lloydie will be on as well. Followed by Bouyon Drive with DJ Halo Boy. We're going to be highlighting the rising stars of Bouyon as well as the junior Bouyon Monarch winner for this year. And following that, now we're going to be having the grand concert, Bouyon concert, where we'll have the likes of DJ Real Boss, DJ Shy Star, Trilogy, Rio, First Serenade Band, and WCK. Now, one might ask, which WCK are we going to be having? Well, I will let you know. It's Walkers, it's Cornell, it's Keith, it's Smokey, it's Clint, it's Nai, it's Dice, it's Skinny.
Hey.
I need to say more?
Oh.
There's more, but I cannot reveal everybody. There are some surprises to it. So WCK will be part of the Grand Bouyon celebration in the evening. And it's only $20 from 7 p.m. And contributions can be made throughout the day, because everything is going to go back to the artists. Everything is going to go back to the Bouyon.
And it's important to James to mention that the part proceeds of this event goes to charity.
Right.
So we're giving back to the community as well.
That's what the contributions will all come to, because in previous years when we have had such events, some of the proceeds did go to the Kongstown Aged, some went to Grotto, some went to the Cancer Society. So we want to continue that aspect of it, So they say, for who gives much more is given in return. So we want to continue that part of it.
Amen.
And that's the vibe for DBS, It's not really anything for us, but the satisfaction and the gratification that we as DBS will get is to see that the music continues, to see that it evolves, and to give the proper recognition and celebration for the genre with the people who made it what it is, and that's the bands and that's the artists, so we want to continue along that path. And what we want now is for everybody to embrace it the same way. We want to make this thing a collective. It's not just DBS. We want to see next year that everybody, without we even think of it, that everybody's there already and we're ready to roll. From Ash Wednesday, we're starting the discussions for next year to ultimately develop that Bouyon Festival for Bouyon Day.
And we would like to also highlight the Dominica Festivals Commission, which they are part of this whole thing as well.
Definitely, yeah.
So they played a part, and we are happy that they can be a partner in this whole event. So James, it's just 26 minutes after 10 o'clock. We want to say thank you to Teresa Thomas for showing some support as well. She'll be looking forward to listening, she said.
Yes.
For those who are overseas, I know you can't be there, so obviously you were listening. But for those who are on the ground, in Dominica and you're close by, you are free to walk in.
Yes.
So it's two parts. We bring programming to the forecourt, and we also bring a concert from 7 o'clock.
From 7 o'clock, yes.
So you pay $20 to be part, or to see the concert, to experience that.
Yes.
But in terms of our DBS programming, you are free to enter.
Yes, for sure. Meet
the host. Contribution. Meet the host.
Meet
be
the
part of the
announcers.
experience.
Of
come
course.
and dance the Bouyon.
Have lunch there, come and experience the Bouyon, because one of the things we're going to be highlighting as well, again, vendors meeting at DBS Radio this afternoon, 2:30, be there. We want to be able to identify the best Bouyon. The best Bouyon dish, best Bouyon pot, and even
best
a Bouyon drink.
Bouyon, yes.
Them last days, there's carnival time, everybody just put all kind of things in a bottle.
We heard of Steel Donkey, that's a Bouyon drink.
There you go. So people put all things in a bottle. So, the best Bouyon drink, come with that, come with your ideas about everything Bouyon. And we can highlight those things and let people know, hey, that's the Bouyon drink for this season, that kind of vibe. And again, for those, you mentioned that for those who may not be able to be here physically with us to enjoy it, and so we are making provisions for that. An announcement will be made later in terms of that, but we want to encourage everybody who is on island and is coming down from Tuesday, to be at the forecourt to enjoy the whole Bouyon Day experience. It's going to be a day of fun, a day of love for the genre, and just excitement and just pure vibe and energy on February 14th.
For the love.
Yes.
For the love of Bouyon. And just this morning, I experienced the marriage of Valentine's Day and Carnival at my children's school. Yeah, there was some presentation. Grade 2 presented at assembly, and they had this marriage of Valentine's Day and Carnival, which was really thoughtful, and it was very interesting this morning. So We're not too far off, James.
Right, and you know the famous Papi Show wedding is usually highlighted during carnival time too.
Yes.
You know, so you know.
So it's love, eh?
It's still love.
Papi Show or not?
Show or not.
It is still love. It is still love. Right. So DBS will be very happy to be part of this experience of promoting
for sure
and helping preserve the Bouyon music,
for sure.
because it's part of what we do, part of our mandate. I mean, we're just doing it in a different way on Tuesday.
Of course. You know, we're taking it
it's
to
a
the
different
forecourt.
a different twist.
Of
you know,
course.
we're treating it differently on Tuesday.
Yeah, for sure. It's all about the Bouyon, for the love of Bouyon. And again, making a special invitation to all Bouyon artists listening or watching on the Facebook. You know, you can reach out to me. I'm sure most of you know me. So you can reach out to me, reach out to Mr. Joseph, or call into the office. And you know, you can express your interest to be part of the day. And we'll be happy to have you as part of the celebration.
Right. Thank you so much, James. As usual, it was a pleasure having you on Talking Point.
Yes,
to
thank you.
Help disseminate the information.
Thank you very much, Kaywana. And
we're ready.
We're ready. We're ready. We're looking forward to Esperas Bouyon.
Yes.
You know, and again, Bouyon Day for the love of the genre, for the love of Bouyon, for the love of the music, and for the love of each other. Because the genre brings us together. It gives us an energy and a feeling that we seldomly have otherwise, you know. I mentioned earlier that people literally cry.
I saw someone crying, you know.
Literally cry for the music,
when
you know.
When Triple K merged some...
Right, Silly D or
with
a Bouyon beat. Right.
It's really Bouyon, you know. Because we've seen that trend over the years where the bands, they bring in other genres into the Bouyon and make it great, you know, make it hits.
Yeah, man.
And again, the whole meaning of Bouyon, what it really means is one pot, everything in one.
Yeah. And don't forget, James will be featured, Bouyon artist.
Anyway,
Bouyon
James,
Day.
you are saying this on national radio. We have witnesses. So when you're saying that thing, James, please
I'll just
remember
appear,
what you said.
Know.
Okay,
you never know. I might
right.
just appear.
James, thank you so much.
All right, it was a pleasure.
Yes.
It was a pleasure. For
All
the
the
love
best.
of Bouyon, DBS Radio, love for everybody. That's what it is.
Yes.
February 14th. See you there. Stadium
See you
forecourt
there.
from 10 a.m.
From 10 a.m.
Yes.
until
midnight.
till midnight at the
Yes.
stadium.
Yes.
Take care now.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Fans ready. Woman in their costume, so them not ready. Gangs ready. Hands ready. Get your flags ready. Put them up in the air. Tell them we ready. Show them we ready. We ready for more. Yes, we ready for more.
That's right. We are so ready for Bouyon Day, Mardi Gras, Stadium Forecourt, Bouyon Day 2023. For the love of Bouyon. My name is Kaywana Fontaine-Wilson. It was a pleasure being your host this morning on Talking Bouyon. On behalf of James Rodney. See you on Tuesday. Take care and stay tuned to the rest of programming right here on DBS Radio.